think I'll take off a layer. Just go back to sunbathing. They're Finns. And they just went, what, is that you making a hole for me or something to pee in?
It's so lovely to see you again. You look so fresh and summery and gorgeous.
I know. I thought I'd wear something that was completely opposite to this. So yes, of course, I'm in pink, which is, it could be regarded as a statement. I don't know.
You look lovely.
Thanks
nice and
very much.
fresh, because obviously in this, it's quite harrowing. I mean,
yes.
I know you've endured a Scottish winter, but I mean, this, I was watching it thinking, I don't think I'd be able to function with that level of coldness.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to
intense.
take time. You have to take time to acclimatise to it. What I realised when I arrived in Finland in February, we didn't finish the film shooting till April. In February was I understood the nature of this cold. It was minus 29 when I arrived. And the first thing I did was put on the onesie, the overalls with various layers, and go out and walk in it and go, wow, this is different. This is a completely different nature of cold. It's just like a character. It's like it stalks you, and if it gets inside you too far, then you are done. You can't afford to get too cold, hypothermic in seconds, And we were far north, and then 60 kilometres away from the Russian border. Nice. And so it was a very extreme environment, and it took us all a month to get used to it. And thank God we had that time.
I know, and it feels really trivial saying, how cold was it? But watching it, I was like, I need to know. Minus 29, I wasn't expecting you to say that, though.
No, but then suddenly it would become minus 20 or minus 15, and you'd go, I think I'll take off a layer. It's quite warm. It's just like English people in the beach on a rainy day. I just squeeze out my towel. Just go back to sunbathing. Anyway, so yeah, it was absolutely extraordinary. But also the actual physicality of it, because they had to make paths for us, right? Because the snow is 8 foot deep. So one day, my first day, I turned up and I was in my doings, and I went off set to try to find somewhere to pee.
Right.
And we were two very, very helpful gentlemen, Finns, who I hadn't met before. They were absolutely wonderful, part of our snow team, said, yes, of course, come this way. They marched off and disappeared into an 8 foot drift. They're Finns. And they just went, what, is that you making a hole for me or something to pee in? Because I just didn't understand. They said, no, we make mistake. So as they're clambering out, I said, it's all right, I'll walk the half mile to the honey wagon. Because really, I'm not scared, don't want to end up in a hole. I mean, one of our party got into a hole and couldn't get out of it, just sort of screaming, help, help. And we all had to rush off and kind of haul her out of the snow. So, I mean, it was things like that were very not what you expect. And driving them around as well in the snow. And one wrong move, which several of us made, and you're in the ditch, you're in this drift. And then the lorries have to come, pull the car out. And, the practicalities of it were... the snow team, the Finnish snow team, were constantly filling sleds full of snow, either to take it away from the set because it had snowed overnight and it wasn't matching, or because it had somehow slightly thawed during the night. It actually got up to -1 at one point, which was, honestly, it was Caribbean. We were all just, suntan lotion. It was extraordinary. But actually what was wonderful about it was it really did inform the story, and it informed the character. I loved it. I did love it.
And every time I talk to you, I hear the twang, the Scottish twang.
It's because you bring it out in me.
I bring it out in you, but your accent in this and your voice,
yes,
it's so different. I mean, how did you change like an octave or something?
I think I must have done. I spent so much time talking to, in particular, one of the writers, Dalton, adorable. They're just brilliant, those guys. His aunt, Tracy Lynn Lieb, she was someone I spent a long time talking to. And she, just the shape of her mouth, her voice. And actually, they saw it in Minnesota, and some of her daughter said, "Oh my God, she sounds just like you, Mom." So, she very much influenced the accent and the form of it. It's beautiful.
Beautiful accent.
And a lot of Scandinavian in it as well, because of course that family, one of the writers, they're all from Scandinavia. They're from Sweden. And the story in the basement about her grandfather is a true story.
Oh,
Absolutely true.
Listen, you're absolutely outstanding in this, as you always are in everything, but after everything you've just told me, -29 in the snow, I know you were also an executive producer on this, so I get the feeling that you really wanted to do this, but why?
No, there were many moments of deep regret. But, that's the sign of a good old adventure, isn't it? It just wasn't easy. But it was a real privilege. It was a real privilege because you don't often get to be in that landscape. And Brian Kirk and I, even when we were, he was losing his mind because the sun was out. So we were filming the fight sequence on the lake, and they'd have to move these huge flags in just to sort of make a space in which we could actually move. And I'm on my hands and knees. My knees are bleeding. I'm on the lake, and then I just kept on looking at the ice and the beauty of it and just saying, this is the most beautiful location I've ever shot in. The most beautiful. It was just, you couldn't get your mind around. And then there were some days on that lake where the wind would come and you'd see the snow just gliding over the lake like a kind of smoke. It was an incredibly powerful environment, and one I'll never forget as long as I live.
Well, I'll never forget your performance because it was honestly outstanding. I was struggling to separate the character a bit, so I was like, that's our Dame Emma. Don't you be cheating her like that. But listen, we need to get you in like a travel documentary or something next. I would watch that.
Yes?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I'll come with you.
One that involves deep jeopardy?
No. Just you and go to all these different places.
Yes.
Because I like the idea of that.
Okay. Well, you put together a treatment.
Let me
and
call my people.
All right, call your people.
I'll come. Well, that's
all
the
right.
caveat.
Yeah.
It's always so nice to see you.
And
Thank
lovely
you
to
so
see
much.